Hey everyone, it's me Lone or Johnny, and I have a bit of a life update that I wanted to share with you all because it will have big impacts on this YouTube channel moving forward. Unfortunately, I've been made redundant from my job, and my last day of employment will be the end of the year, the 31st of December. So come next year, 2024, I will no longer have full-time work. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's a little scary. You know, I did receive a severance, so I'll be fine for a couple of months, but of course, I need to work out something beyond that. We still have bills to pay, a mortgage to pay. And even if I wanted to try and find other full-time work right now, the job market is incredibly difficult at the moment, especially in the industry that I'm in. Either other companies are making their own redundancies left, right, and center, or I just haven't been successful in a lot of the jobs that I've applied for. Or even certain companies haven't signed off their budgets and won't do so until late Jan or Feb or possibly even March and beyond of next year. And that's when their jobs are going to go up. So right now it's proving very, very hard for me to find other full-time work. So I've had a lot of time to think about this. I've spoken about this constantly with my wife, my friends and family. And what I've decided is to finally give this YouTube thing a proper go and do it full-time. For those of you that don't know, YouTube has always been a hobby for me. It's always been something that I've done on the side because I love it, but it's been always outside of full-time employment, right? And I'm not going to lie to you, that's been difficult to manage over the years. Having a full-time job, managing a YouTube channel, now 2 YouTube channels because I have the podcast channel as well. Plus, spending time with my wife, my dog, friends, family, working out, keeping fit, all that kind of stuff. It gets very, very hard to manage, and that's often why you'll see me go weeks or months on end without uploading because I just get burnt out and I can't do it all. And that's why at certain times in my life, I've been very close to pulling the trigger and actually deciding to do YouTube full time. The first actual proper time was probably when Fallout 76 was announced and numbers were great on the channel, and I thought, wow, I could really do this full time. And then the Bethesda job came along and I thought, I've always wanted to work at Bethesda, so I took that job. Not only because I always wanted to do so, as I mentioned, but it was the safe option. It was the safe option because it was full-time employment, right? And then the next time was towards the back end of my job at Bethesda, when Starfield was just around the corner. I thought I could use Starfield as a platform to boost my channel and to really try again, do it full-time. And then the job that I have now came along and said, do you want a job? And then I took it because it was the safe option. And that's always been the point, right? I've always taken the safe option. I've always been aware and very cognizant of how risky YouTube can be. And also, I've just been scared. I've been petrified. What if I decided to take the leap and to try YouTube full time and it all crashed and burned? Because if I decide to make the decision of my own accord, I'm the one to blame if it fails, right? I'm the one that didn't succeed, and I was fearful of failure. I was petrified, right? I didn't know if I could do that to my wife and family, not be able to pay bills and all that kind of stuff. I was scared. But now the situation is different. I've been forced into this position by the redundancy, and I've tried to find other jobs. So I kind of have no other choice. Either I can sit on my hands and hope that I find more work come late Jan, Feb or March, whatever, or I can do something about it now and actually start pumping out videos on my channel and trying to do it full time. So that is what I've decided. And the limit that I put in my head is that if by the end of 2024, it's just not working, I'm not bringing enough views or revenue, then I'll probably go find some other work, right? But if it is working, then I could possibly keep doing YouTube full time for as long as it sustains itself, right? So 2024 is the year that you will see Lone Vault Wanderer as a full-time YouTuber. And I said before that it was scary and I was petrified, but it's also equal parts exciting. This is something that I've always wanted to do and I've always wanted to tick off my bucket list. And if it fails, you know, then I'll just go get other work. But if it succeeds, then sky's the limit. So I'm very, very excited to try this. I hope you are too. In terms of what content that I'm going to be doing, there's going to be a lot of experimenting because I can't just do Bethesda news and discussions. I don't think I reach enough views per video just to sustain myself off of that. I need to do other stuff. Bethesda doesn't make news that often, right? So I'll be doing guides and tutorials, probably other news and discussions, covering other industry topics and other companies and other games. And we're going to see what works, what doesn't work, and we'll go from there. So especially over the next few weeks and months, you will see a lot of experimenting from me. But hopefully we can find something that works and go from there. So if you are excited, I would really appreciate a like. I would really appreciate a subscribe if you do happen to be new. And for those of you that are able to support me further, I have reopened my Patreon and my YouTube memberships. So in the description below, you can find a link to both of those. If you are in a position where you can support me either on YouTube memberships or Patreon, it would honestly mean the world to me. The tiers are the exact same on both of those, so you get mostly the same rewards, and they're also the same price dollar amount, at least in the US. I couldn't control it for other territories, but US-wise, the dollar amounts of all the tiers are the exact same. If you can support me, if my content has helped you, if you've been entertained by my content over the years, and you are able to support me monetarily, I would really, really appreciate it. However, if you can't, that's okay. As I said, I've received a severance for at least for the next couple of months. We can still pay the bills and mortgage and all that kind of stuff. And a like is just as good, a subscribe is just as good. And I just hope that you're excited because, as I said, I'm so nervous. I wanted to do this for so damn long. And this is finally the year where all the puzzles have fallen into place and I can actually try. So come the 1st of January 2024, Lone Vault Wanderer is going full time. I hope you're excited for that. So until next time, this has been Lone. Please take care of yourselves, and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.